You know that moment when someone says something that just pisses you off and you've got the perfect response ready to go, but then your throat just closes up and suddenly you're crying, and now they think they won, but you're not sad, you're furious? Yeah, that's not weakness. That's something completely different, and once you understand what's actually happening, you'll stop blaming yourself for it. You know how when you shake a bottle of soda and the pressure builds up so fast that it doesn't matter if you open it carefully or slam it? It's just gonna explode out regardless. That's you when anger hits. Most people process emotions in 720p. They catch the main stuff, move on. But you're recording in 8K. Every micro expression, every tone shift, every single layer of what's happening. So when anger hits, you're not just processing one thing, you're processing 17 things at once and your system overloads. Your body's got one emergency valve for that much pressure, and that's your eyes. The tears just blow. Not because you're sad, because you're purging the overflow. And yeah, that means you cry when you're pissed off. But it also means you catch moments of beauty everyone else walks right past. You see the good stuff in that same 8K detail, that's the trade-off. And this happens with anger because here's what most people don't realize. Your body doesn't have separate channels for different emotions. When you get angry, your nervous system floods with the exact same chemicals as when you're sad. Same cortisol spike, same adrenaline dump, same everything. So your tear ducts just know big emotion equals time to release, and they don't really care if you're furious or heartbroken. They just react. But okay, the tears are annoying, but they're not even the worst part. The worst part is when your throat closes up, right? Because you know exactly what you want to say. You've got it all lined up in your head, but your body just locks you out. And now you're standing there with your voice shaking and you can't get the words out, and everyone's looking at you like you're about to break, but really you're just stuck. And that's because when your emotions flood your system, there's this nerve that runs from your brain all the way down to your stomach, and it activates and it literally constricts the muscles in your throat. You've got about 10 to 15 seconds before it fully kicks in. That's your window. So if you feel that tightness starting, here's what you actually do. Press your tongue hard against the roof of your mouth, like really push it up there. Do it right now, you'll feel it. That pressure interrupts the nerve signal. It works in about 5 seconds. If that doesn't work, or you're already too far gone, you need to force your brain out of emotional mode and into analytical mode. Look around and name 5 things you can see, then 4 things you can hear, then 3 things you can touch. Your brain literally cannot process emotional flooding and analytical tasks at the same time. One of them has to shut off. And if you're in a situation where you can't do either of those, like you're in a meeting or someone's in your face, just say, "Give me one moment," and walk away. Go to the bathroom, go outside, just leave. You're not running away. You're preventing your body from hijacking the situation. And here's the part that'll make you feel less alone. Sometimes you cry and you're not even upset. Like your brain is totally calm, you're fine, but your face is leaking anyway. And that's because your emotional system and your tear system aren't perfectly synced. Your body's still responding to something that already passed. It's like an echo, you know? The emotion's gone, but your body's still catching up. And that's why people look at you confused, because you're sitting there going, "I'm literally fine." And they're watching tears roll down your face going, "Are you sure about that?" It's not you, it's just your wiring. If sensitivity was defective, evolution would have erased it. But it kept it because groups needed both types. The bold fighters, sure, but also the ones who sensed danger coming, who felt when something was off, who spotted the patterns others missed. That radar kept everyone alive. Modern life rewards speed and aggression, so you feel broken. But when you suddenly crash or need to hide, that's not weakness, that's overload. Too many inputs at once, you're not fragile, you're just flooded. Stop treating your tears like a malfunction. You're processing more than most people even register. Yeah, that means crying when you're furious. But it also means feeling joy at depths others can't reach, connecting faster, noticing what everyone else misses. That's not broken. That's how you work, and the right people will understand that. My goal is to point out the simplest solutions that actually work to the most common complex struggles we all face. If you're into that, subscribe, because the next video might reveal something about yourself you've never realized.